Hi guys, Mr. Brink here. It is April 6th now. We've been out of school 4 weeks and we still have at least 4 weeks to go. So I know this has been a really difficult time for a lot of you guys. It's been a difficult time for everyone. So I just wanted to remind you what you still have in your future and how to go about that as far as the AP test goes. So I know this has been a difficult time for everyone. You guys feel it. I feel it. I'm sure your families are feeling it as well. But it's being able to come through these challenges, and this will come to an end, and we'll get back to normal life at some point in the future. Unfortunately, for a lot of you guys, your seniors, this is really affecting your senior year a lot. But I just wanted to remind you that you still have the opportunity to get your college credit for passing the AP exam. Because of the changes they've made for some of you, this may be actually an easier opportunity to get that AP credit than it would have otherwise. So don't give up. Okay. Remember what you're working for. You're still working for college credit, because once this all passes, hopefully most of you are going to be going on to college, and that college credit will be helpful for you guys in the future. So don't give up. I know it's really easy to say, forget this, I'm just going to stay in bed and wake up in 4 weeks when this is all over. I felt that way, and a lot of people feel that way as well, but it's difficult times like this that really build your character. So probably more important than any fact that you learn in school or being able to solve any problem is the character that you build during tough times, and this is one of those tough times. So stay focused. I'm not giving you a ton of work, but I am giving you work that's geared towards making you successful for your AP exam so that you can get that college credit and hopefully use that college credit in the future to help you in your college career, which will ultimately hopefully help you in your ultimate career that you choose. So again, be encouraged. The test is now only 45 minutes long, really 50 minutes, and I'll be going through each one separately as to what that means for you guys, but just know that I miss you guys, and I hope that you guys are doing well. All right, as far as BC Calculus goes, your test is May 12th. It's going to be at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. There's going to be 2 free response questions. For BC Calculus, you can bet that one of them is probably going to be a series question. So hopefully you've watched all the series videos. If not, you need to definitely get on that sooner than later. And then the other one is kind of up in the air. I'm going to give you some practice problems this week that hopefully are types that you're going to see on the test. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more BC material. I expect to see BC material on both questions, and maybe something like find the critical point or determine whether there's a min or a max at this point, which is more AB stuff. But the test, I believe, is going to be geared more towards BC. Again, definitely expect series problems, because that's kind of that's the biggest distinguisher between what's the AB test is and the BC test is. So I'm going to be putting together some questions on series that I think that they're likely to ask. Again, the 2 big things that you need to know is how to do the ratio test and how to construct a Taylor polynomial. So, and those are in your topic notes, and I've also done examples of that as well. Okay, so 25 minutes for the first question, 5 minutes to submit it, 40%, or that's 60% of your grade, 15 minutes for the second question, 5 minutes to submit it, and that's 40% of your grade. Okay. So one of the nice things is you pretty much know that they can only ask about generic functions. So some of the problems I'm going to be giving you are going to be more generically oriented. So rather than what's the integral of e to the x sine x or something like that, it would be more like what's the integral of f double prime x or something like that. So graph problem would not be unusual, I don't think, for them to ask in this case, because it's not something that you can easily look up or something like that. So 2 free response questions. And again, the way you want to work this is in calculus is, I think, this. There's 2 ways you can submit any of your AP tests. You can type in the stuff in the boxes and then submit it that way. That's going to be really hard to do for calculus because of all the mathematical symbols like integrals and stuff like that. Excuse me. You want to be able to write this stuff down, I think, is the best way of doing it. So ideally, your setup at home would look something like this. You can have your cell phone in one hand to look stuff up or Google stuff, or use it as a simple calculator just in case you need a calculator, although I don't think you probably will. And then hopefully you have a nice computer or laptop at home that has reliable internet access. So either through a hotspot or just connected to the grid or wirelessly. Hopefully you have that at home. If you don't have that set up at home, let me know so that we can try and get you a laptop or computer sometime before the test starts, and we'll make sure that that happens. In the case that either A, we're not back in school by the time May 12th rolls around, or B, there's a good chance that rather than do this test at school, we'll just have you go home and do it at school anyway. If we are back in school, we may use a computer lab in the library or something like that in order to take the test. But again, my opinion is for calculus, you want to be able to write this stuff out. Then you're going to have to take a picture of it or scan it and upload it to the computer that you're using. That's why I want you to have two devices, probably your cell phone to take a picture of it. You'll have to send that to your computer and then upload that from the computer that you're actually taking the test on. Okay. You could try and do it all on your cell phone, but since the screens on cell phones are small, I think it's going to be really hard to do everything on a cell phone. So they're supposed to be putting out a system where you can try different things. So if you're able to do it on a cell phone, write out your answers and take a picture of your cell phone and then upload it that way. And you're comfortable doing that, then that's fine. But for me, I like to have a big screen so I can see the whole problem all at once and not have to, zoom in or scroll up and down in order to see the problem. So that's kind of my recommendation as far as the BC calculus goes, is write it out on a piece of paper, take a picture of it, and upload it that way as well. Okay. And hopefully that makes sense. So the assignments I'm going to be giving you this week and probably next week as well is I'm going to pick a free response question that I'll email to you. In the video, I'll read the question or something like that, and then I'll say answer part A, and I want you to pause the video at that point. So pause the video, work out A on your own, and then start the video again where I explain what I did in part A, and then just compare your answers to see how you're doing. And we'll kind of go that way as well. Okay. I'm also going to be putting together some cheat sheets or summary sheets of all the information that you need, so you won't have to flip through a bunch of notes, hopefully, on stuff that they might ask. You'll just be able to reference those sheets. Okay. And looking stuff up and using notes is permitted within the rules that they're using this year. What's not permitted, which I'm telling you in all your videos, is you're not allowed to use somebody else or get together as a group and answer these questions or hire somebody or ask me to come over to your house and take the test for you. There's what College Board has said is that if you do that and you're caught cheating, and they're very, very good at catching people cheating, that they're going to inform every single college that you applied to and you sent SAT scores or PSAT scores or AP scores to. All those colleges will get a notice that they suspect that you cheated on your AP test, which is not a good thing to do. So just don't do it, basically. Not that any of you would, but I could definitely see being tempted getting together with a bunch of friends and trying to answer it as a group. So if you, there's ways for College Board to know if that happens. So don't even try and do it, because the repercussions of that is not going to be good. Okay. All right, so that's an update on the BC calculus test. Be looking for those practice problems this week in my YouTube account. Again, pause the video, see if you can work through the problem. And like I think I said before, work is due now Sunday at 11:59 p.m., but don't wait until the last minute to get stuff done. The best thing to be doing is, for all your classes, be doing a little bit every single day so that you can keep this stuff fresh in your memory. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon.